What's up guys, how are you today? And here we go again, a new video, new week and a new haircut. Today we are going to do long layers for fine hair. This technique is very good for fine hair, for clients who doesn't want to remove so much weight but they want to get those beautiful layers. So it's very important guys, when you have a clients come over and they have a fine hair and they tell you, okay, we want layers but we don't want but my hair like is very fine, and you know, when you layer the hair you're gonna remove so much weight, and when you remove weight the hair is going to thin more, and especially if somebody already have fine hair and low density and then you're gonna layer it, so you're gonna end up in trouble. So this technique, it's very nice. This haircut is very good for clients who has very fine hair and they don't want to remove so much weight. So as you see, today I'm not going to create the layers on the back of the head. I'm going to create only on the top. So what I'm doing here, if you see the ends of the hair very fine and frizzy, so I'm creating a blunt line to add density to the perimeter and to make it looks more full and dense, and this sharp edge, you know what I mean? So give it this a thick look. So as you see here, we are not going to layer anything because the hair is thin and fine, and if I layer here I'm gonna collapse the shape and her hair will be more fine, and the density is gonna be very low and the look won't be that fun. So as you see, I took my guideline from the back, I connected to the side. Here is really not so much to do because the client already have fine hair and we really don't want to lose any density. All I'm doing, I'm cutting a blunt line on the perimeter just to add density to the perimeter, and I'm keeping my elevation 0. I'm not elevating because if I do elevation I'm gonna remove weight and I don't want that. So now we're gonna move to the top, and here is the game. So I split the top half, and then as you see the front side I split it half again, one left, one right, and now you're gonna see, if you see the back part on the crown area, I'm going to cut it 90 degrees straight out from the head. I'm not going over direct, I'm not gonna do anything. As you see here, I'm showing you it's going to be straight out, and I'm going to connect it to the back. So here we go, 90 degree straight out, and I get my guideline from the occipital bone area. This is where my guideline come from, and here we go. You see, this is my guideline from the occipital bone. I see my guideline, and 90 degree, when you see the hair start falling from the occipital bone, this is where your guideline is, and then I cut. Keep my elevation right, I don't lose my elevation, 90 degree straight out from the head, and I cut. Then I take my second section and I do the same, straight out, 90 degree, and my guideline from the occipital bone. I don't do any over direct, any pushing to the center, I don't do anything, just I take it straight out, and here we go. This is the crown area done. We still have the front section, the right and the left. So what I'm going to do here is, this is, give me little attention here guys. Now my guideline is going to come from the apex area, if you notice. So I take the first section, and this is my guideline from the apex area. But then how I'm going to cut, I elevate the hair straight, but I don't cut straight. Why? Because if I cut straight, I'm going to make my guideline even shorter. So I have to over direct to the front, forward, okay, to the face. So I don't want to make any layers, the layers I already created back, I don't want to make them any shorter. So I have to over direct to protect this guideline, and I'm going to create some layers around the face, because as you see, when I push forward, the hair around the face is gonna be shorter, but my guideline from the apex area will be the same, if this makes sense. So this is very important. I take my second section and I do the same things. My guideline is coming from the apex area, and straight out. I don't over direct. I don't want to push any to the center. I don't do anything like that, just a straight out 90 degree. And my guideline came already from the previous section I cut. Okay, and here we go. Now we move to the right side. And if you see now, like if you look to my mouth is maybe not matching, or the moment I'm talking is because I'm talking in this video I recorded it in different language, and that's why it doesn't match. So just if you are wondering, so here we go. I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking the second section, and you see my guideline came from the crown area, 90 degrees straight out, and I see my guideline and then I cut. It's very simple, guys. Just if you follow your steps and you section right, you won't get lost. So this is very, very important. It's just the steps, just focus and you will be fine. Just keep consistent, like don't lose your consistency and you will be fine. So here we go. I finished the haircut and I sprayed heat protection before I do the blowout. And now when I'm doing the blowout, it's very important to know that. So I'm pushing the hair in every direction. Why? Because I want to create flexibility. It doesn't matter even if the client like do it from the center, do it from the side, for like right, left, it doesn't matter. When I do blowout, I push the hair in every direction and then I give flexibility to the hair. It can flow in every way the clients want. After I did the blowout, I sprayed again heat protection. Why? Because I'm going to do a flat iron and I like to protect the hair. It doesn't matter how much heat, low heat, high heat, I always use heat protection, so I protect the hair from any damage. Here actually I'm not using really high heat, I'm using low heat because it's not necessary to use high heat on the hair, you know. You only need high heat only when it's necessary, so really don't go crazy on high heat flat iron and, you know, go very crazy on the hair when it really doesn't need so much heat. So take a small section, clean, and your look will be amazing. Look, she's gorgeous already. And I do spray. Here we go. And this is the final look. Look, the layers on the side are beautiful. The perimeter is look more thicker and she didn't lose so much weight and the shape perfect. I hope you like this video, guys, and see you the next week. Ciao.